Steve, you're live, right?
If I put my mic to mute, maybe we can get somewhere, guys. Hi, I'm your host, rancorsteve. And you probably didn't hear the opening because I had it all muted for some reason. Being the host and being the own producer, it's a lot of fun, guys. So you guys should do it sometime. We're going to go around the table and see how everyone's doing. Canadian Spider-Man, how's your week been?
Yeah. Buddy. Yeah. Thanks. I thought you were playing a joke on me there. Yeah. No, doing well. Oh yeah.
No, I had the technical difficulties here.
Okay.
Don't worry, you're good.
Doing well. Just yeah. It's we got our first snow over the last couple days, so looking forward to building snowmen and snow forts and pelting unsuspecting children in the neighborhood, and yeah, looking forward to that. And just busy trying to study a little bit and get some of the final construction projects done around here before we get buried in snow. Yeah, it's been good.
There you go. Nice. And Rick, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. It's been an interesting week. Well, I got sick, so I was actually out of commission for most of the weekend, but I'm feeling better now. So yeah, trying to get back into the swing of things. It's my Monday, so it's everybody else's Tuesday. Lucky bastards.
I'm glad that you're doing
But,
good, man.
but yeah. So speaking as somebody who does his own production work on about 10 shows a week, I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain.
I thought I put it in the background, so the image, I was like, cool, I'm good, no worries. And then Canadian Spider-Man's like, you're live. And I look up and I'm like, oh, no shit. And then I didn't realize, oh, I'm muted. So the entire time, it's just gonna be muted. But cool. Vincent, how was your week then?
Oh, could have been better. But, everybody's entitled to have a bad week.
Oh,
It's not bad, but yeah, like I said, could be better.
yeah. Well, I'm glad they're here, man. I'm glad everyone's here. And then Jeff, if he is in the background, how's your
I'm
week?
always in the background,
He lurks.
lurking,
He's
sneaking, waiting to probe. Daddy's home.
Giggity.
Nice, nice. Well, we're glad that you're here.
First time's on the house. Second time you have to pay.
Yeah. And we have a new guest, Sackhead Sean. How you doing? How
New
you doing?
victim.
I'm fat, bald, and above ground.
Woohoo.
There you go. You're kind of low a little bit.
My
Your
sound,
mic's a little low.
how's that?
That's
Much
more.
better.
That's more
There you
better.
go.
More betterer.
More
Yeah.
better.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah. I'm sending you something right now. Hold on, Sean.
Okay. On X.
Yeah. My week's been pretty good. Just kind of working, getting ready for this episode. One person goes, "Why are you guys doing fashion during the holidays?" I was like, "Because we can." Now, suck it. And they're like, "All right."
It's true.
They're just curious. I was like, why not?
Christmas party.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Events.
fashion. How much is too gay?
Well, I sent you a photo on X. You might want to.
I'm not gonna show that one. We're not going to do that one.
See,
We
that's
are.
too good.
Okay, now you have to fucking show it.
Now, okay, show. No,
that's
we're
not
not
how-
going to show it here.
No.
No.
This is not how show and tell works, sir. You have to share with class.
No, because it scared the bejeebus out of me, so we're not gonna no. But we're gonna get into
Well,
our
I mean,
next.
anything colors.
So we're gonna combine "Don't Be That Guy" with tonight's topic.
So
Twitter.
we're gonna call it "Don't Be That Gay." Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
but no. Here's the thing. So
Twitter.
because it's fashion, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on the outfits that we show. Now there are going to be, I think there's two that actually don't involve fashion whatsoever. One for the very end that I'm kind of curious of what you guys think because it actually made me think. But yeah, we're going to get into the first one.
Zelda with "Don't ask Ricky and Vincent and Jeff how much is too much gay is since they have no limit." Well, $20 is $20, you know.
Hey man, hold
And once again, I have to point you to the Arizona State University on the list
Yes.
of pricing for services. So yes, there are limits.
Oh, okay.
This is like really now. Hello.
I stand corrected.
So I don't know
you're
if
sitting-
this is a troll account or not. I just thought it was funny. I wanted you guys' opinion on this. This person, I think it's a satire account, but there are people that actually posted this stuff. Just found out my boyfriend is an anti-vaxxer, and now I've literally lost feelings. Guys, what is the problem with this? Whether it's a trolling account or not.
Yeah, there's a blue check mark, so yeah, and yeah, female picture. Yeah, it's an engagement whore. So
You know, I thought it was a good one.
Elon bucks. That's what they're after.
The Musk bucks, baby. The Musk bucks.
Okay, but that doesn't make it an invalid post just because this particular
Right.
one. There are many out there like it, and
Because these were done. These types of posts were done during
Absolutely.
the coup. So
Oh yeah, no, nobody's faulting that. All I'm saying is she probably should have checked the warning label on the vaccination because that may be why she lost feeling. Oh wait, my bad.
no doubt, eh?
Yeah, well, and it also, I mean, you look back, 3 years ago, I think it would be less shocking, but to see that literally post yesterday is absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
I mean, that just shows you like how some people, and like you said, somebody said earlier they were engagement farming, and that could very well be it. That could just be their entire thing where they just say outlandish things just for the engagement part of it. But if there's truth to this, if this happened legitimately in 2024, literally a day ago, this person needs to get their head checked because they're part of the mind virus.
Yeah.
That's just insane.
It is. It's the
He's
level
not
of-
anti-vax, guaranteed. He's just against genetic treatments.
I think it's like that woman who occasionally posts, Canadian woman. I forgot her name, but she always posts. She's always wearing an N95 mask, and she's talking about her 8th or 9th booster. And it's whenever I see it, I'm more than happy to jump in. And
Most Ontario teachers.
yeah,
I do.
I think so. I think a teacher or somebody in healthcare or something
Definitely.
like that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Definitely one of the two.
See,
And-
and I love the parody accounts, the ones who are very obviously a parody account and they just absolutely troll the hell out of them. They're like, I got my 67th booster today, and it's just like a picture of the person with like 9 masks on. And if you look at their account, that's all it is. I love those people. They're just trolling. But what's even better is the people taking them seriously when they're very much not serious, and you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
And people are like either 100% supportive of them, which is just hysterical, or they're like cannot understand that they're being that it's fully satirical, and they just lose in their mind. And I love both sides of that. I'm not gonna lie.
So here's the thing. I I posted some things on here. Don't be that guy. That were troll accounts that are like years ago,
Mhm.
and I didn't know because I was like, man, this is really stupid. And like Vincent or mainly Ordy's like, it's a troll account. I was like, well, how the fuck do you know that? You know, like because I follow him.
I mean, how is the king of the Amish troll not going to recognize another troll?
I know. You know, one day we'll get him.
Game recognizes game, brother.
Yeah. But we're gonna get into the fashion stuff here.
Ooh,
All right, guys.
all right.
Now here's the other thing. I don't know if this is an actual troll or not. But guys,
You're not very good at that, no.
no, because someone left a comment actually saying tagging someone, and it's like, ooh, oh, this is a good outfit, guys. Is it on a scale from 0 to holy bejesus? How much is too gay for this?
Holy bejesus. Look,
Well, first of all, the shirt's
You are
alive.
safe with me. Okay.
Like I've said on several occasions, that shit is so queer that they can give you change for a $9 bill, all in threes. So yeah.
And the worst part is, like, and I've said this before, this isn't even like gay, like regular gay, where like
Yeah.
I know gay dudes that would punch that dude in the face, right?
Oh, absolutely.
The sad part, I mean, I'm 100% true. I have conservative gay friends. They would absolutely knock that dude out in a second. But what's scary is this is almost like the witch from Hansel and Gretel, the whole "you were safe with me," like just trying to get him in the oven. That's all that screams to me. That whole picture is what screams to me. It's just that that's everything that's wrong with society in one photo.
You know what I noticed? He ironed that whole entire thing
Oh, Jesus.
on the shirt. He didn't go and buy that. He ironed it.
You're right.
Why am I not surprised you noticed
Here's
that?
the thing. If this guy here, I'll give this guy. Here's the thing. If
Wow.
here's the thing. If this guy is just trolling, give this guy Woman of the Year. Because he's
dude,
played this.
If that guy's
to the
trolling,
T.
I will fucking find out who he is and follow him on Twitter. Seriously.
Yes, because he has the hair down, just bright. I mean, like, we're gonna ruin my own hair for this. He's got the shirt, the belt. It's hilarious. I pray this is guy trolling. I don't know, because it's 2024. Things have weirder things have happened.
We've
so
been
it's-
ruined.
it's-
We've
Yeah.
all been ruined. Yeah.
I have
This is
three
fun.
comments on this.
Yes.
A, kudos to the hair and the nails matching the shirt.
Yes.
Second, where the hell are the Robin Williams Mork from Orc rainbow fenders?
I knew.
And third, on a scale of 1 to 5
Calling all
British,
some Camille.
British words for bundle of wood, he ranks a 3.
Yes, and I believe technically it's bundle. It's not bundle of wood.
Or cigarettes. You can go either one.
Cigarettes. Yeah.
Or
British cigarettes.
Gosh,
Yeah.
how else? I mean, if you want to scream, "I don't want children around me," that's the outfit to wear somewhere.
Yes.
Because
It's
if
the
anyone
shirt.
with
It's
parents
the
are gonna be
shirt.
like, "Okay, we're going this way now."
Now,
That's
how many of you
I
guys
am on an
think-
offenders list.
How many of
That's
you
what it
guys think that he drives a Winnebago?
But not a good one.
Dude,
Yeah, I was gonna say not a cool
One wheel
one.
is gone.
I'm thinking it kind of looks like Cousin Eddie's Winnebago, just with a lot more meth stains.
Shit
on
or
it.
slow.
Jesus.
that is 100% a Manchester, New Hampshire Subaru Outback driver.
No, he doesn't. Have,
Yes, he drives a Subaru.
he doesn't
he
have the
does.
money for that.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
we're
Well,
not
I'm-
talking.
it's a
nice
98
Subaru.
Outback.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get
All right.
Subarus pretty shitty
gonna
and
say,
cheap.
They've been around for a while. So yeah, probably a 98 Outback hauling a fifth wheels. You know, closest he's ever going to get to a Winnebago.
Yeah. There it is, the Subaru. God, dude,
All the
most
better
lesbian
to,
car. All right, so now we're gonna get into more fashion. I just had to put this up here as the first. I fucking love that he has a keychain in the front and stuff. At the very bottom, it says "Backdoor Gary's Bouncer."
Nothing more need be said.
All right, guys.
Wow.
On a scale of holy bejeebus, where does this guy land for how much is 2K? Sean,
I'll tell you right now, this lands on please take a picture of me and make me famous.
yeah.
I think that's what this is more than anything else, right?
Mhm.
And we see this a lot with in the age of social media and all that stuff. I look, the Village people were less obvious than this.
Yeah.
This is
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
anti-subtle, but this is I'm probably getting paid from this designer and or I just want one.
Okay,
Yeah.
this says I'm seeking attention, but what it actually should say is I need to seek help.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
liking the
That-
shoulder pads. I can't stop looking at the shoulder pads. Those
Very
are
nice.
the most on point shoulder pads I've ever seen anyone.
Do,
Yeah, I
do we know
guess.
who this person is?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
the
Little
it's-
Nas.
yeah, it's that guy. The guy who literally sold his soul to
So
the
this
industry.
that entirely, because you just nailed it right there, that entirely changes the motivation for wearing this outfit. It's not just like I want to be different. This is entirely a marketing scheme. That's all it
Yeah.
is. So as far as it being a capitalist goes, I applaud him if he's making money off of it.
It's
See,
odd.
Those get noticed.
those are good shoulder pads, Steve, but those are nowhere near David Byrne level shoulder pads.
And
Yeah, you got a point on that one.
you know it's bad when the Blue Oyster Bar looks at him and going, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
Okay, so
The Blue Oyster Bar, everybody was wearing black leather. If he walked in with that pink leather, they'd throw his ass out.
well, here's the
100%.
thing. This is what I think would actually benefit. Because here, if I went to, let's say, some event, I'd wear pink leather jacket just for the pure humor of it, because that's me and my nature is like I'm just gonna mess with people and confuse them. I would add like other colors. I wouldn't do full on pink. I would do the like in Commando, the villain that wore the netted shirt the entire time. I just wear
Oh.
that.
So he's gonna wear
color
pink
for it.
leather and chainmail. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's right.
how
Do it.
just
That's
confuse.
right.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do it, Steve.
I need pics of this or it never happened. All I'm going to
Yeah.
say about it is I'm a Gen X kid. Pink was cool back in the day, but there's only one guy who pulled off this look, and he played every instrument he ever touched, and he could steal his girlfriend too. So there's that. Because
Oh,
Prince was
Pink.
the only guy that could make this look look.
Prince.
Oh,
Pink,
I
Prince,
thought you
whatever.
were talking about Mick Jagger.
So
No.
essentially, Steve, you're saying that if you had to pull off an outfit like this, you'd be more of like Bret Hart 1992.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
have fun with it just for people, and I'd wear like my old cowboy hat just to kind of be like,
Of course.
Oh my God, he
have
said
people
Bret
go,
Hart. Steve looks like Jim Neidhart.
Well, can
He's
we
got
at
no
least-
hair and he's got the beard.
The
Can
anvil.
we at least
Yeah,
appreciate
he's
the
the
fact,
anvil. He's the fucking anvil.
Steve. I gotta say you're in luck because Little Nas is a short guy, so I'm pretty sure this is Granimals approved.
anyways, so now we're gonna do another one. This is fun. I like this. We're going into
This is
fashion.
good. Yeah, this is good.
Here, let me zoom out on this so you guys can see. On a level of where do you guys rank this? Is this too gay, or is this like where?
Mm,
That's like Game of Thrones
I don't-
cosplaying, which is
yeah,
still kind of gay, but not gay
it's
gay.
inspirational. I mean,
Honestly,
The jacket's nice.
Until you zoomed out to show the whole thing, I was going to go, okay, this isn't horrible.
right? It's not the worst.
But the moment you pan down from the knees down,
Yep. Yep.
no, dude, no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Them boots. What the fuck?
Yep. Yeah.
The boots.
Yeah.
That's the
No.
killer.
That's
every-
bingo.
I would
From
give
the-
credit to cargo pocket because I'm a fan of cargo pockets, and I was like, well,
But that's
yes.
the jacket.
Emergency taco pocket for the win. Oh wait.
But here's the
Yeah,
thing.
love
His
pockets.
jacket, it works. I like the jacket. I wouldn't do it that style. I would do it like black with a different color and a little bit different one, not the whatever flowers or whatever. But those boots.
no, the boot
Like-
gonna-
Yeah. That's pretty
those
gay.
boots wouldn't work
Yeah.
anywhere.
All he needs is
I saw
he's
the
like
Matrix guys, and I'm gonna do this.
no, all he needs he needs a big wide brim hat with a feather in it and a sword, and he could be like a steampunk musketeer, I think.
No, it's in the middle. It's in the middle. All right, we're gonna get to the next one. Canadian Spider-Man sent me this one. What do you guys think?
Nah.
First, Canadian Spider-Man, it is a dude. I don't know why you said Steve.
Okay, Steve,
I
hang
can
on.
tell.
Can you zoom in on that just a bit, please?
Where am I gonna zoom?
Do we have to?
You know, because I can't tell
Yeah.
whether he's wearing a pea coat or that's a pea coat. Why the hell
Yeah,
is he wearing
it
an
is.
ascot with a fucking pea coat?
Ugh.
For
Yeah,
those of us that
that's-
don't know.
That's shit. That's pure shit.
All right.
Yeah, agreed.
I would say it's in the middle. It's a little excessive.
It's almost
gay.
like he was going for young JFK Jr. and got lost along the way.
Yes.
He's trying too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way
What-
too hard.
He was, really into this old British TV series, and then somewhere along the line, he lit up.
No, I was going
And-
to say he watched Cary Grant in.
Dude, Well, no. Listen, here's
He
where I'm
watched
going.
Cary Grant in a Hitchcock movie, and he just went
Well,
nuts.
he's watching this British
Yeah.
detective show or something, and then all of a sudden he switches over and watches Scooby Doo and sees that ascot and goes, "Bam! I got to look." And dude,
That's what I was about to go for. Jack Harkness meets Fred from Scooby Doo.
yeah.
It's a little too much. I would say it's in the middle. It's not bad, but it's just you can tone it down a bit.
Oh no,
Trying
it's
too hard.
trash.
If the ascot
Trash.
was solid color, would that improve it?
No.
No.
Actually,
Ascots are
yeah, I
good.
think it probably would.
Yeah.
If he went,
Now-
if he went with a solid color or
Yeah,
something
maybe.
darker and more muted, that would work.
Here's one thing I have. If he
Be better.
if he took away the jacket and just did a vest, would that make it a little bit better?
Yes, it would. That jacket,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
that,
think
that whole
anything
that whole pea coat
really-
thing kills it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Just a regular sport coat would be
yes.
chefkiss.gif, but that just ruins it.
Yeah.
You do
trying
realize
to
now
give
a bunch of gay guys
He's
are
trying
going
to
to
give
watch
off he's trying to give off the in the gavy vibes though. So that's why he's
it.
wearing
But
the
here's the thing, Rick. Now we're going to be able to get a bunch of gay guys watching for fashion tips.
I don't think they're coming
Hey,
here.
they're
mean,
I'm not
welcome.
going to lie.
We'll just tell them all to follow you at not rancorsteve.
No,
They might
Oh,
well come
fashion.
here.
All right,
might
so we're going to go to the next one.
your advice
What?
too at that point.
So here's another. See, okay, so there. This is another one Canadian Spider-Man sent me.
I like this one.
This
I
one is
thought this one was much
You would.
better than the last one.
Yeah,
I don't like
Yeah.
the neck part. That's a little.
I don't like how the ascot is done. It's in a weird knot, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
oddly to
No-
the side.
yeah.
It's like
And the
great.
fact that you can see skin between the ascot and shirt, the man needs whipped.
Yeah.
I
And
could-
whatever he's dropped on the floor is clearly concerning to him.
Yes.
Well, I know what it was, and it wasn't his testicles.
Yes,
Well,
Yeah,
there's
that's
I
also-
could
also-
actually live with that color with the ascot. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
but
way,
here's
I like
the way
that.
he's the way he's knotted it is all dicked
There's
up.
one problem that I have with this.
That's user error.
He needs to just shave his head. Right up here.
Bitter party of two, your table's waiting.
Bald. His is balding. Either grow your hair out or just shave it. Because that's a comb.
Bitter
over.
party of two, your table's waiting.
You know what? we'll go to the next one. Whatever.
Yeah, comb overs
Um,
are no good. That's a good fashion tip. Don't try the comb over.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Vincent sent me this one. Guys, what do you think of this?
It looks like a sofa out of 1970s England in a poor house.
Thank you.
My eyes hurt right now.
Thank you.
It's
I
so bright.
was telling him, I showed this to him right before the show started, and I said, Alan Cumming, he's a wonderful actor. He's very
Yes.
talented,
Yes.
but he's got cancer of the clothes.
Well, here's what I find absolutely amazing about this outfit. Until this single moment, I thought Jill Biden was the only client of a designer.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sofa cushion, or even better, a tablecloth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree. I like it. I'd wear that.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, well,
You would.
Hey, and here's the thing: we all have different opinions.
exactly.
We do.
no, we
It's
all
okay.
make different choices.
See, that's the most important thing to remember.
Okay. I have a question.
Fashion is about trends, but style is timeless. If you think it's stylish, then wear it. Wear what you believe looks good on you.
Yeah.
Would you change the vest collar so
Yes.
it's not
Yes.
as much uni?
Yes.
Oh, so
Oh
it's-
yeah. I would
absolutely.
change I would keep the jacket
Oh,
that
yeah.
color. I would do a much different
Change the
color
vest.
that maybe a darker vest, and then in between darker pants, and then the vest would be kind of like in the middle. Of
Yeah.
the
I think if you
colors.
switch the tie collar with the vest collar, it almost becomes workable on a red carpet scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
could do
would-
that way.
It would be workable, but the thing that kills it for me is his waistcoat, the vest that he's wearing.
Yes.
It's English cut. It's cut too high.
Yes.
That-
Agreed.
That's never worked for me. Ugh.
Okay.
You just said something about
And-
a waist in English.
I-
I literally feel like I'm in a room I don't belong in right now.
And I would agree with.
Oh, don't
with
worry, we're
John.
gonna spot the trend.
chat. I
feel
It's
that way.
fine.
Can we mention
Yeah,
John?
but-
What about if it was a bow tie as as well as a collar change? Would a bow tie look
Yeah.
better with that kind of an outfit and the
Yeah.
jacket?
Bow tie would work.
Especially if you went with
I
Oh my
like bow
God,
ties more.
Rod nailed it in chat. That looks like Paul Feig. Yeah, that's exactly how he dresses too.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think if you went with a dark, whichever color he chose for the dark solid vest, that would actually be a much different outfit.
It fits him. It's him. That is for sure. But it's a little too much. But so we're gonna go to the
Yeah,
next one.
American. I'm gonna say American cut on the suit, dark vest with matching tie, preferably bow tie would probably make everything come together a lot better. But
All right. So where would you rank this?
I'd rank that as pretty good. He's not wearing a tie. Lose the pocket square. Get rid of it.
Yeah,
See, now-
no
You don't-
pockets.
you don't-
Now we're
You don't wear
The
you
amount
don't
of
wear a
hate that
pocket
we're gonna
square
get
if-
for
if you
having-
don't have a tie.
the amount of hate that we're gonna get with just showing Tristan Tate is gonna be crazy.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gigantic pussy, but we won't go there. Other than the
Hey, man,
stogie in his
Tate.
hand, I mean, look, he has a stogie in his hand. Only dunces smoke stogies. Oh, hey, Rick, how you doing?
I was waiting. I was like, Rick.
Yeah. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a rich douchebag walking into an event. That's all. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
what that open
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Douche, bro.
I will say this.
My own drink and a cigar from my, what's that, a Continental behind him?
Okay.
No,
I
that's
think
a,
so.
that's a
No, that's a
Rolls-Royce.
Royce. Yeah.
I mean, Royce, sorry.
Maserati.
And
So quick-
Okay.
taking that out of
Here's a man's question for you.
Yeah.
This picture or the one previous, which guy are you most likely to approach at a party and just have a good conversation with? Who do you
last
think is
guy.
more approachable?
The last guy. This
the
guy's
other guy.
Yeah.
The other
The
guy.
last
This
guy.
guy. This
No,
guy's a douche,
so-
bro.
Well, here's the thing. He may be a douche bro, but here's the other thing. Here's the benefits of this. Because I met two different types of those guys in Hollywood. This guy will actually, if you actually have a good conversation with him, he will end up buying you really nice scotch. Because you know he's loaded.
Fair.
And he'd be like, you know what? Let's have some scotch and stuff. It'll be nice. here's the other thing. I like this guy. If I was going to wear a suit, this is the type of suit I would wear because
Oh yeah, no
it's
question.
downright. You know it's fitted. Like you know where he gets his stuff fitted right, even though he's a douche, whatnot. It's you can tell he actually cares about what he wears in public. Like at home, he probably wears a hoodie and
Yeah.
whatnot. I don't know.
Or his
But
publicist.
he knows the style. He knows the room that he's going to be at,
Sure.
so he actually can fit. I like this. This is one of the best suits for how a guy. I think when this is probably the best example for like young guys who are like, hey, I want to go to nice events and stuff. Like, what do I wear? Something like this. It could be different colors, but something that makes it look like I'm comfortable wearing one of these. Because when I wear suits, like my 3-piece suit, I just feel very like claustrophobic. Like it's just I don't feel comfortable in it just because I don't really wear them that much. But this I would feel more comfortable, loose. It's flexible. I can move around, have fun, and I would do that. This is like top of the line. Like if you want to like impress people, like wow, okay, this guy. You want to come in. That's the other thing. If you want to come into an event, you wear something that's going to impress people. Be like, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. This is a good example. All right, so I think we're on one of the last two. All right, so here's the last one, guys. What do you think of this?
Somebody brought up the Blue Oyster earlier.
Yeah, that's like really gay.
What this?
That's Brokeback Mountain, man.
I don't know, man. That's pretty.
I mean, to the mill, he's
That's
dressed
fine.
I mean, I know this is an actor, and he's obviously the girl
Right.
made that. But in real life, if you work probably with horses and cattle and stuff like that, this might actually just be a regular outfit. Like,
Yeah, it looks every day for.
Oh, is that the guy
That
from
kind of
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
environment dictates everything.
Yes.
Oh,
Regard.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
Cole Hauser.
yeah, Cole Hauser.
At the beach, that would look stupid.
His father was much more talented than he is.
Well, I'm not talking about him as a.
Fucking Wingshauser is king shit, man. King shit.
I'm
of
not
the
talking
B-movies.
about like the actor. I'm talking about the outfit. And,
Well, I'm talking
which
about the
Canadian
actor,
Spider-
Steve.
No, I feel bad, but like
It's
Canadian
not
Spider-Man.
bad.
Here's the thing. This is what I normally wear. This is my domain. I literally will wear the same stuff, like jeans, my black Levi's jacket.
Yeah, that's
And-
a
But
classic
you
American.
said you wouldn't wear that at a beach. I've worn that
Not to the
outfit
beach.
To the beach.
I'm not
I live
surprised.
where it's not hot. I live in an area in California where it's not hot, so it's like always 50 and 60, like even in the summertime. So I'll wear this, and I wear my cowboy boots. People look at me like I'm an idiot, but then I'm walking near the ocean, and I don't care.
And
wearing
what I
boots.
love,
Yes.
what I love about
Yeah,
this,
I guess
is-
so.
the hat matches the jacket.
Yes.
Either the hat has
does.
to match the jacket, or the hat has to match the boots.
Hmm.
I think it's amazing they're bringing back that mid 70s squared off aviator glasses that my
Yes.
grandfather had in the 60s and 70s. They're probably tinted green instead of black.
We're,
think that-
we are about to get some prime 70s and 80s Sally Field ass around here.
Hmm. So
what?
Jesus.
So here's the last one. This has nothing to do with fashion. I'm just curious of what you guys think. All right. ATF is abolished or the IRS abolish?
Easy.
I have
Easy.
2 hands, motherfucker. I can hit both of those buttons.
Uh,
I have the easiest answer for you.
What?
You abolish the IRS and make ATF the store.
Mm.
So it's not abolished, it's still here, but now
I-
it's doing its real purpose, and the IRS is now gone.
all I want is a belt.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care.
If you get rid of the IRS,
I mean, it would-
they can't collect enough taxes to fund the ATF, and they go away anyways.
True.
They are. So that is Don't Be That Guy. That was a lot
Yeah, good
longer.
point.
Don't Be That Guy. That was fun. I liked it. Now we're going to get into one of my all-time favorite segments because we have a new guest, and it's just.
Sorry,
I think
Sean.
It's
Yeah.
proper
Welcome,
for
Sean.
us to do this. I think
I'm
that
already friends on this show
it's
anyway.
kind of initiation. But here we go, guys.
Send it.
Yeah, at least hey,
No.
That's right, guys. It's pretty much Hombre of Senorita, where I go through. These guys do not know. Unlike the other stuff, they all get ahead of time of what we're showing, which I don't think I showed Sean.
None of that.
Okay, cool. You did good. You did good. But I will remind myself. It's been pretty busy week. But the pretty much spot the tranny segment is these guys do not know. It's all a big old surprise. And they have to guess, is it a hombre or senorita? And it's very simple. It is.
Not simple at all, Steve. He lies. It's
It
not.
is very
fucking
simple. Whatever Canadian
at
Spider-Man
all.
says, go the other way.
Yes.
They do. They do.
How long have we been doing this? And I think he's only gotten like 2 right.
All right, Vincent.
I did
Is
get
this
two.
a chick or dude?
Dude.
Dude? Sean. I just lost my voice right there.
do we need to fire up the Jeopardy theme,
I
Sean?
gotta go. Yeah, well, because I know they're not going to be easy. That's the whole point of the segment. So I have to really I'm going to go with dude.
All right. Canadian Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was the little kid that starred in Terminator 2.
I love your comments.
The kid that he was oddly attracted to.
Yeah.
I feel funny.
Rick,
That's tight.
I'm gonna go with dude.
did I miss any? It was what, Jeff or Vincent that I missed?
Both.
No, you got
Oh.
you got me. You asked me first.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Yes, I said dude.
It is a dude, but it's one of the better ones that you've had on.
Okay. You guys ready for the answer?
Clearly.
Yeah, it's a chick.
Like I said, from now on, if I'm not sure, I get
Wow.
dude because I ain't going near.
Well, you know what? It's funny we play this game because I play this on dating websites all the time.
Yes.
So this is really just another night looking at dating apps.
Do not try a dating app in New England. It is
Oh,
not
trust
fun.
Look, I grew up in New England. I can believe it.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you heard?
I think we can expand that. We can just say the entire Acela corridor, pretty much.
All right, so we're gonna get into the next one.
So what was the answer? Was that a dude?
Yeah, no,
it's
that
a
was a
chick.
chick.
Oh, okay.
All right, this one.
Chick.
Who said chick first? All right, Vincent.
Dude. And plus, I
Dude?
need a 9-volt battery for that nose ring.
I'm glad someone brought that joke up because that was the first thing that came to my mind. Jeff.
Actually, Vincent sort of stole my answer on this one. and hear me out. It's a selfie. What
Mhm.
real chick is going to take a selfie with that nose ring in that kilter of a
You
position?
kidding me?
Someone who's trying to disappoint their
Sean, just
father.
don't- he'll figure it out. Don't worry.
That's a lesbian. Yeah, I that's a lesbian. That's a girl. A
Oh, it
lesbian
doesn't have to
nonetheless.
be a lesbian these days. That does not even need to qualify it with that. That's there.
All right. So
I live in California. I've passed 12 of her today in the grocery store.
that's a chick.
She needs her chick card revoked because of the
Not
nose
a
ring.
lesbian.
Yeah.
Oh no, they all do that now.
Yeah.
No, it's the
All right.
crookedness.
Yeah.
A
it
good
is
chick
crooked.
does not have it centered for a selfie. I'm sorry. If you're going to do the time to do the makeup, that nose ring is going to be squared.
Well, I'll say this right now. I don't know what happened, but Canadian Spider-Man's gotten these right.
because you're actually using chicks for once.
I'm not drinking alcohol. This is tea.
Oh, that's what it is, you bastard. All right, so here's the next one.
Dude.
Zoom out a little bit. All right. Sean, what'd you say?
Dude.
All right. Canadian Spider-Man.
Girl.
And I like
he does like. Okay, so you say girl with a question mark?
Yes.
the ball. I'll tell you, the ball in his decision making still spinning around that roulette table. He's got
Look at the eyebrows. Those eyebrows are plucked and manicured.
That's all.
Insert that Windows logo icon.
That doesn't mean anything anymore.
Look at the hand.
Vincent, what do you say?
Gotta go, dude.
Okay. Jeff.
Well, see, normally for someone like this, I'm used to seeing them in a burqa. So,
True.
the mouth is suggesting dude.
Okay.
Was that what that was?
Rick.
Dude looks like a lady. Just saying.
All right. You say a dude?
Yeah, I'm saying dude.
All right.
Because if that's a chick, she needs to slap her mom.
That's a chick.
Here's the dead giveaway, the hands.
I was seriously debating it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hands are
That's a chick.
feminine.
Yeah.
But
She needs to go throw hands with her mom because genetics.
Because the
did her
reason
no
why I
favor.
know this is a chick is I actually looked on Reddit and I found this. It took me a while. She posted roast me on Reddit or whatever it is, and holy crap.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Everyone asked, "Are you a dude? You look like a dude." All these things, and she got really upset about it, and like, yeah,
I know.
so
Put yourself online then. Dummy.
what's
that's
hilarious?
What you get, man.
What's hilarious? It wouldn't take much for her to transition over to the other side and be believable.
Because here's the thing: the
there's
reason
a
why you think it's a dude is the
That's what
lips and the
Pamela
nose,
thinks.
and then the eyebrows.
And I'll tell you, the thinning hair at the part,
Mm-hmm.
that was kind of a giveaway too. I looked at right away.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do one more. I'm very excited about this one.
That's
All
a
right.
chick.
Canadian Spider-Man.
Sorry.
Sean says chick.
That's a
good.
dude. That's a dude. I'm gonna say. Yeah. Look at those. Yeah. That's powerful back jawline there. You can crack
That's a
walnuts.
good
That's a
accession.
dude.
Rick.
Since it looks like Mike Obama, I'm gonna say dude.
All right.
It does.
Vincent.
I'm going against everybody. I'm going to say it's a chick. Looks like an WNBA player.
I said
All
a
right.
chick.
Sean
That-
said chick.
That
All
has
right, I'm with Sean.
the same that
All right.
neck. This
Okay.
is the same
Okay, here you go. Here's the answer.
Yeah.
There was a tremendous movie made a long, long time ago that starred Michael Jordan. So this individual is none of the above and was one of the leftovers from Space Jam 1.
Space Jam.
So you say dude?
I'm saying none of the above. I am 100% Brewster's Million in the fuck out of this.
All right. So this is an actual chick, and she is a track and field Olympian.
Wow.
When I saw this one, I was like, hold up. I thought it was Michelle Obama for a second. And then
Big Mike.
no,
Yeah.
this is an actual, she does track and she's really good. And yeah.
clearly. She's
So
built like
that's
a shit house, but I still. Hey, I gotta give myself credit. I got 100%.
You did pretty good. And Canadian Spider-Man, you did really good too.
I got the last one wrong. Yeah, but no, good. Well done.
I knew the last one was going to trip some people up, but I you know what? I applaud Canadian Spider-Man. You know what? You did really good.
Well, yeah.
You got, I think, most of
It's over.
the. You got two of them, right? So you're doing good.
If not 3, yes.
He's doubled his total from years worth of this.
Yes,
In one night.
but
Yeah.
so we're gonna get into the first question of the night and of about fashion. And I always like to make it where we've kind of make mistakes, so everyone who watches, they feel like, okay, cool, these guys aren't perfect like Orty. But when was there a time you felt a certain outfit gave off the wrong vibe? Vincent, since you seem like the fashion type,
The fashion connoisseur.
yeah,
You mean wrong vibe, like something that I've worn?
yeah.
Well, I mean, we know that's never happened.
No, actually, it did, and I'll tell you about it. Back in high school, you remember you do like all these kind of like mock things, like mock Congress and mock UN and all this shit. And we did a mock UN when I was in 11th grade. And oddly enough, I was the ambassador to France. And you had all these people coming from different schools, and everybody got together, and everybody decided to do like ethnic stereotypes and shit. And everybody was wearing like, like the people from Africa were wearing like African clothes, and the people who were supposed to be like the Japanese ambassadors were wearing kimonos and carrying samurai swords and shit like that.
I miss
And
those
me,
times.
yeah, and me, I just came in. I was wearing a gray wool 3-piece suit. I had a pale yellow shirt, and I had a blue tie and a blue pocket square with it. And I felt immediately out of place because I thought, yeah, we were going to, like, I was under the impression to look professional, like I was actually an ambassador. So I said, okay, what would an ambassador wear? So I put on a suit and tie, and everybody else was wearing kimonos and Cossack hats, and the American ambassador actually wore fucking a top hat in the American flag colors, and I just felt like a complete idiot.
You were the ambassador for France or to France?
For France. Yeah,
So
excuse me. I should have said that.
White flag.
No, I didn't bring one with me, but I should have done that. God,
He had a Spirit of the Looms on. He could have improvised.
Yeah.
that's true.
Canadian Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, big time, Steve. Yeah, in the fall, back probably 15 years ago, I was staying with my girlfriend at her home in her hometown with her dad in Japan, and it was a time of year called Oban, where you go to the temple and you sort of pay homage or celebrate your ancestors that have passed away. And so we go to a mountainside traditional Japanese temple with a priest, and they booked an appointment, I guess, and her and her father and his sister were all in traditional Japanese kimono and the men's version, which I can never remember the name of. And I had Japanese pajamas or just Western clothes and try and look as nice and presentable. So I put on a collared shirt, the only one that I had, and some clean pants and some sort of nice shoes, and tried. But it was horrible. Yeah, I felt very out of place. Of course, the shoes weren't a problem because you take your shoes off, of course, then you kneel on the tatami mats and try and kneel for. That was another. I was already out of place because I couldn't sit still for the hour. But yeah, it was not a great experience, Steve.
I hate that when you feel uncomfortable and you're like
cultural exchange, my ass. No.
Sean.
Well, happened a couple times. You always feel out of place when you're wearing a police uniform in a house party you're trying to break up. So that's one. But outside of that,
That was you?
I knew
no,
you were
I actually
familiar.
my niece's wedding specifically a couple years ago. It was billed as very casual. I knew the wedding party for my nephews, her brothers, and my brother-in-law, her dad. They were all wearing traditional Scottish outfits, which is par for the course, like it was expected. So I had just a sport coat with a button-up shirt and pair of slacks, and I was like, okay, that's casual. You know what I mean? That's still nice, but it's casual enough. And I was the only person without a tie. Everybody else upstaged me by themselves. It was like everyone chose to dress above what was told, but me. So because I followed what was told, I looked out of place the entire night. Everybody else dressed like it was a formal wedding, and I was so annoyed that I finally followed directions, and I was the one who still stood out.
Oh man, that
Oh.
sucks. Oh, weddings are like the one of the worst. It's
Yeah.
like,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
oh, Jeff.
Okay, I have two quick ones and then one long story.
Okay.
Okay, my fashion faux pas is I always wear white after Labor Day. The secondary,
Actually,
the
You're
the
on your
second
period?
one, yeah. When I was goaltending, I have OCD when it comes to putting on my gear. Like if you interrupt me as I'm putting on my gear, I will take off the gear I already have on and start over. To the point where my teammates would call me princess. And they actually bought me a pair of female sweatpants or whatever they're called that had princess written across the ass.
Yes.
So
Understand.
they bought it as a prank gift and I wore it that just because I thought it was hilarious as well. And I had to shut out that game.
Oh no, that got worn all the time, didn't it? For a while.
That got worn for a year until I gave up 8 goals in a game. And then I was like, "Oh, thank God the curse is broken." But the biggest fashion faux pas I have ever done was on purpose. And to this day I regret it because it was at my wedding.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
Oh
What
man.
did you
Okay, you have to explain this one.
So here I
Which
am.
wedding? Which
The
wedding?
first one. The first one.
Okay.
The wife I loved dearly. So I proposed to this lady at the Maryland Renaissance Festival. Her and I both played Dungeons and Dragons. We would routinely take trips to Renaissance festivals and the like. So when we
Nice.
started planning the wedding, I was like, I want to be in armor or at least something noble. You know, something from that era. We rented a carriage with 2 horses that only responded to German language to bring her to the ceremony. Okay. So I'm like, if we're doing all this, I want to be the knight to your princess. Her mom, who was paying for half the wedding, said no. So I got a tux that didn't have a tie, that had the high collars. I didn't even wear a bow tie because I was pissed that her mom had this much influence on her. And it pissed me off because I had the out. In all seriousness, the tux was the same price as the outfit I wanted to wear. So, to my first wife's credit, she knew I was pissed off. She ended up buying me this really expensive rapier, which would have paid for 3 outfits that I wanted to wear for the wedding. So I completely revolted by not giving a rat's ass what I look like at the wedding. So I was the only person in the wedding not wearing a tie, and that included my sister, who was my best man.
That's rough. That is rough.
Dang.
Now, there is a caveat to this story. I could not wear ties at that point because I had thyroid cancer, and my thyroid was 20 times bigger than normal. So ties made me uncomfortable, which is part of the reason I thought knight or nobleman, go with that outfit. I wouldn't have to wear a tie, but yet I would still be presentable. But her mom bitched and bitched and bitched until my first wife said, I don't want to hear her bitch anymore, which I respect, I understand, and I will hate her fucking mom till the end of time because she also prevented us from moving to another state that would have gotten us away from her. And I think me and her would have had many children and had a wonderful marriage if it wouldn't have been for her mom. Okay,
Yep.
next.
Hitman's cheaper than a suit.
Rick.
Oh, where do I start? So I am a child of the 70s, and the very first suit my parents ever bought me was a blue version of the Saturday Night Live, or not a Saturday Night Fever suit. I've been part of the fashion faux pas crowd since I was like 6. My dad
wow.
My dad also used to love to dress me in velour shirts. I have several different grade school pictures wearing velour collared shirts. So, yeah. Which is why I am mainly just a fan of. If I'm not dressing up completely, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt because I hate clothes in general. If it was socially acceptable, I would not wear them, but it's not.
I'm glad that you wear them.
I am really thankful that you're wearing
Yes.
Yeah.
So am I.
Rick's all
I
like,
understand what
well, guess what? Oh, man.
Yeah, no, it's
I-
really best that it's not socially acceptable for you to not wear clothes. I think it worked out for everybody better that way.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it's too bad it's not. So it's too bad it's not that it's socially acceptable for you to blind me with your head.
Hey, whoa. Let's not, you know what? You started this. You can't just, you know.
Hold on.
There's two. Hey, look, there's two.
There we go.
Rick. There's two bald men on this panel.
We're
That
gonna
means the
blind you.
minority for the first time in a long time is actually the Canadian. So let's just pick on the Canadian.
That's, yeah. Hey, I did well. I can tell the difference between
I know we're
trannies
gonna.
and
I'm still like, who is this?
Okay.
Who is this Canadian Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I'll be drinking next week.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
let's
for once
take
he
a-
didn't. For once he didn't find the nut, though. So that's kind of the point.
I was gonna say, and if you find two nuts, you usually have to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
Did we get
So
a?
Wes Cagle
Yeah.
did a rant. I will do that. It's for the tip of the hat.
Ooh.
So here's the thing: if anyone to get who want to be a part of the show for tip of the hat, because there's a lot of people in the chat that'll post it, and then we never actually get to it. Here's your opportunity. When we get to the tip of the hat, you can do a Rumble rant throughout the show, and then during tip of the hat, I will have a section where I actually go through the rants, and then you guys will get your tip of the hat name, because that's one that a lot of people really like. So we'll get to that. So if you want to do that, go to the Rumble live stream and then send a rant, and then holy crap, they're coming in. But I went to a wedding with my wife, and here's the thing.
I would think you would have.
Well, yeah, but I've been to more weddings in the last 8 years than I've ever gone in 37 years of living. It's crazy. But I went to one wedding, and it has to do with the tie. Because my wife, she'll get invited to weddings. None of my friends invite me, because all my friends are mostly already married, or like they don't want to get married. So it's usually on my wife's side, I'll get invited to these weddings. And I always ask her, what's the dress code? Because that's key.
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes my wife won't remember if it's casual, formal, or whatnot. Or if it's like what Rick's dream is, a nude wedding. I don't know. That would be a very interesting wedding. But she said
Brattleboro,
it was,
Vermont. It happens every month.
but she said it's a formal wedding. Well, I was like, okay, I'll dress up. I hate wearing suits, but I'll do it. It's my wife's friend's wedding. Cool. My wife's in the wedding. Um, it was in August in 110 degrees outside. They didn't know how to plan this at all because I guess they
Wow.
thought, oh, August would be like 60 degrees outside. Yay! No, I'm wearing a full black three-piece suit. I'm looking John Wick style with the tie and everything. Not a single soul was wearing a suit. Like
Oh, no.
nobody. The
It doesn't
grooms.
sound so bad, does it?
I know, but the groom, all the men in the wedding were wearing Hawaiian shirts and cargo shorts, and I'm the only one decked to the nines on. I was like, this is the most uncomfortable. And they're all like, "Oh, you're dressed really nice." And I wanted to say, I was like, "Shut up!" And it was a dry wedding too, so it would have been better if I had a few drinks in.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, it was the most uncomfortable time ever. I mean, I looked nice, but it was just I just did not fit in very well. I was like, they're never going to invite me to any house parties. Nothing. I'm not going to be invited to the Christmas party at all. I'm just going to look nice. One person thought, "Oh, you're an accountant or you're a lawyer." I was like, "Do I look like? Look at me. I have a beard down to here. I'm bald. Like, Your Honor." Yeah, it was nightmarish. But
See, and I would have asked you what the hors d'oeuvres were.
what?
I would have asked you what the hors d'oeuvres were. I would have thought you were just part of the
Oh,
late
right. Yeah.
No one asked me. No one asked me that. I was waiting for that. No one did. I was thinking it's like at least have the respect to tell me, be like, "Hey, I need water. I need this, sir. Can you bring this to the table?" And not even the waiters and all them were dressed up nice. It was just like black pants, like black jeans, black shoes, and black shirt. Like most weddings, I was the only one. It was so awkward.
It sucks. That so sucks.
Oh, man. Yeah. But we're going to get to. Let me pull up this guy here. It moved around. Holy crap. Here's one. How can guys not make this type of mistake when it comes to clothes? We'll go with Vincent because he's the fancy dancy.
Okay, like I said before, don't try to overcomplicate things. Think simple. And when you think about the difference between style and fashion, fashion is about trends. And trends never last. But style is timeless.
Mhm.
So when you look at like some of those photos that we looked at earlier, yeah, that's fashion. Well, it could be construed as fashion, considering how hideously disgusting most of those photos were. But when you look at style, you look at the pinnacle of style. I mean, anybody can tell you is Cary Grant. Look at what Cary Grant wore. If you can glean at least a tenth of your sense of style from him, then you will have no problem. No problem at all with your wardrobe.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff.
Can you put up the little banner again, please?
Yes, I can. You big old army guy, military soldier knight. I don't know. I just coming up with a joke. Anyways.
This is going to be an unusual mistake that I think some guys may make. Listen to either your gay friends or your sister's lesbian lover. Because even lesbians will often find points of perfection for men to highlight who and what they are. Don't poo-poo it because, oh, they're not a straight, they're not a woman interested in me. Listen to the gay men or the lesbians that might be in your circle, family related or whatever, they will give you little notes that you should remember forever. Like the biggest point I ever got referenced, and this was by my older sister, who, like I said, was the best man at my wedding. She is gay. Um, her wife at the time, her and I had a conversation after my first divorce, and she goes, "When you're going on a date, I don't care what you wear clothing wise, spend money on your shoes."
Yeah.
And I laughed at it.
Yeah, that's silly advice.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
it's not.
good advice.
It's absolutely great advice
Oh, not for aesthetics.
because women will notice if you take care of yourself and your feet because you're on it all the time. You will take care of everything else, and that's how it was told to me. And I'm laughing because at first I'm like, okay, this is a chick who's sleeping with my older sister. Why the fuck am I listening to this?
Yeah.
But then, after a few bad attempts, I took the time and took the effort to go, you know what? Let me just try it. And I had same outfits but better shoes, nicer shoes. And it 100% was a game changer with the interactions I would get. And I was a hockey player, I was semi-professional. I had a small platoon of groupies at one point. I was a musician who would go out to bars. And the moment I changed that one little aspect and paid attention to what was on my feet, holy hell, was that a game changer.
Yeah. That's good advice.
I was always told that you spend money on your shoes and then not on your bed, because if you're not in one, you're in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Sean,
Mm,
what advice would you give guys?
simple. Keep it simple. The more simple I think you are, the better off you are. If you're actually dressing for success, either be it on a date, a job, what have you, I think simple is better. I am the worst person with fashion. The worst person. I laugh because I did have a lesbian wingman when I was in my 20s that used to dress me when I would go out on dates. So the fact that you brought that up made it absolutely hysterical. But
Didn't
I-
Lesbian Wingman open for Bowie back in the 80s?
Yes, and it was fantastic.
that does sound like an 80s band. That's awesome. No, I was always told to keep it simple. Especially if you're not a fashion up to date with fashion and colors or whatever. Keep your colors subtle, keep your lines clean, don't do anything outrageous. And don't wear anything that's too tight for you. Those were like the rules pretty much given. And that's what I live by. I know the colors that work for me. It's always black and dark gray and dark black and gray, and I stick with it. I don't screw around. I don't pretend. I'm not the guy who tries something different. One time in my life, I wore a pink shirt, and that was only because it was to spite somebody. That I went out specifically and bought it, ironed it, cleaned it, the whole 9 yards, and wore it to work just because it pissed somebody off. And that was oh no, if it's worth a joke, I'm definitely doing it. But other than that, yeah, I think give it a kiss, keep it simple, stupid, don't go crazy. Try to be very simple. You can be very, very nice, and you can be very fashionable by being simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is actually good advice, Sean. I do like that. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go too crazy. If it's like if the colors match really well with you, and just go with it, man.
With the pink cowboy hat and the pink strappy belty.
Yeah, go for it, man.
You make that mistake once and you never regret it.
Build one house, it doesn't make you a
Or
carpenter.
never live it down with the other.
Canadian Spider-Man.
Steve, these guys had really good advice about how to avoid dressing like that. I've also got two important things. First of all, at the beach, no speedos. Like under no circumstances should any guy be wearing a speedo.
Unless you have a foot long.
Yeah,
No.
No.
Yeah, even then, no. Just do us all a favor and just
Actually,
get some
that's
nice
the whole reason
boardies.
why you
Some
shouldn't
nice
have a
boardies. And boardies are more
Agree with you.
because the boardies have pockets often, where like little waterproof pockets where you could put your hotel key or something. So that's a practical reason. And second of all, don't be. I know it used to be fashion more so in the past. Hopefully, it's dying out. But the trend of guys wearing their pants down around their fucking knees so that their underwear is showing out. That just especially to show off the brand of your underwear. Like, just pull your damn pants off. As a guy, and this leads into my next thing. This nice little segue is because as a guy, you might have to make sure you dress practical. Okay, so you might have to be in a situation where you've got to act quickly for whatever reason, and because often we are expected to do that, or we just have to do it because of the situations we put ourselves in, either out in nature or amongst other people. And so wear footwear that you can run in, wear things that have at least a couple of pockets, even your bathing suit, like I said, boardies have pockets now. And don't wear your pants down around your ass so you can't even run if you need to. I mean, that would be my advice from a practical point of view.
All right.
I'm with it. I'm totally with it.
Yeah.
That's how I pretty much plan my day-to-day outfits right there.
I also interesting.
I fly because I was always told that if there's ever an incident with the plane, there's a lot of heat. You don't want synthetic material because it'll melt to your skin.
And I want to give one other little simple tip for guys. Well, actually, it's a two-parter. If you are single, when the clothes are out of the dryer, hang them up. And if you don't hang them up, get a $7 iron. And before you step out of the house, go ahead and take the 10 minutes to iron your clothes.
Mm-hmm. You can also hang
single
in a steamy shower while you're taking a shower, and that
100%.
I was just about to say, if you can't iron, hang your clothes up while you're taking a shower.
100%.
Also, for all you young fellas out there, learn how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
In the dating world, learn how to cook. Trust me, learn how to cook. And
don't wear white.
Giving dating advice. Also, if you live in an apartment, make sure you clean around your toilet in the basement.
Oh God, yes.
Yes. They look at it.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
That's why the thing about the shoes earlier. That's why the thing about the shoes earlier was so important, because those are details women notice. If you've got $12 shoes on, they're going to notice. That's just one of the things they notice. I mean, for most of my stuff, and Sean knows this, I spent most of my 20s and 30s in a uniform, so my clothing choices were kind of limited when I was off duty, which is why I typically prefer things like cargo shorts and t-shirts.
I knew
the
Rick
one
was
thing I
the
will
cop in the Village People. I knew it.
Well, no, I was the security at the Blue Oyster Club.
Yes, from your stories, yes, you were.
I mean, pretty close. I used to run security for the entire Oklahoma City Gay District. So yeah, I worked there for years. But anyway, one of the things I will say as far as fashion mistakes, make sure, especially if you're a guy, make sure that whatever you're wearing, again, is practical. Skinny jeans are not tactical. You're going to be in a situation where you may have to defend yourself or someone else if you're a guy. Skinny jeans don't work for that. Quit wearing that shit. If you know where the whole put your pants down around your ass crack story came from, none of you would be doing it.
100%.
That's how the prison population used to used to basically advertise that they were open for business, you dumbasses.
Yes.
Quit doing that shit.
Yes.
Third of all, make sure you're in something that is comfortable enough that if you have to run, you can. I'm old now. I don't like to run, but I still can. But the thing about it is, it's all about situational awareness. So no matter what you're wearing, make sure it's comfortable enough that should you need to do the things that society sometimes calls upon men to do, that you can do it without falling on your ass. Which is why typically if I'm not dressed up going somewhere, I'm usually in cargo shorts and t-shirts because they're comfortable.
With tacos.
And yeah, emergency tacos. Come on, I'm a fat kid. I gotta have my emergency tacos. Don't judge me.
Oh, we're judging,
yeah.
but we understand.
Yeah. For me, I always, as I got older, being a Southern kid, it was always baggy shirts and just the fashion was never there. It was typical small redneck. Yeah. But as I got older, what? Huh?
And we can tell.
Yeah. It's, you kind of wear things that fit your body. It's, you don't have to go for the baggy stuff. Like, I like to wear boot cut jeans because they're more flexible, and a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a jacket. That's pretty much my go-to. It's my work outfit. But I made my work outfit where it's like, you know what, I could wear this shirt and still go to work if I go to like a dinner or something like that, and then I get called in. And it's like I can still go to work and stuff. I worked my entire outfit to where I with my work a little bit, and it's worked out fine. But just find like talk to like Jeff was right. If you have a gay friend or a lesbian friend, let them help you. Sometimes they're pretty good with color coordinations because let's be honest, heterosexual guys, we suck at it. What we might think looks good, and it's true. What we think is look good, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go with this. But sometimes,
wait, did you just stealthily call Vincent gay? Because it kind of sounded like you just stealthily called Vincent.
He's gay adjacent. We just accept this fact.
Well, he's like the unicorn. He's like one of the few straight guys that knows fashion really well. Like there are guys that are like that. I have a couple of my friends. I
have one.
They know you have one?
Oh yeah, I have that friend.
It's like what?
I was gonna say I want to make one controversial statement.
Wait, you
guys?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Only one?
Just one this time. Guys, if your clothes you're going to wear out to meet someone would be of legal age in 48 of the 50 American states, get something fresher.
Hey, I feel seen right now.
I'll tell you right now, if you want really good, like, one of the things I do is I do the Amazon clothes. I will absolutely like find something that fits my body style, my size. Like, I know who I am. And if you don't like it, you can return it. It's easy. It's free. But I've had really good luck with that. And it shows up at your door. Nobody has to see you try it on. Like, I know people don't like to try clothes on because they don't like to get changed in changing rooms. It just weirds them out. Totally understandable.
Just grab them and go. Yeah.
And
Rick is very comfortable with that. He'll just walk out butt ass naked in the store, be like, "Hey guys, how you doing? Where's my taco?"
Rick's the opposite. The rest of us don't like it when he's in the changing room. But it's but I'll tell you, I've used that the last time I've had to buy something for an event or what have you, and it's worked out fantastically. And you can easily compare. Like, that's the other thing that I do now. If I don't have anyone to bounce off of, I'll start searching kind of like my body style with clothes and what works and what doesn't work. I'll do a little bit of research, and then I'll order based off that.
And Sean touches on a very important point that Steve and Steve may not quite have experienced because of your youth. I don't know how Vincent's still a skinny little fucker. It pisses me off. But our body types change.
Mm-hmm.
And men's mindset when it comes to clothing we're still that 23-year-old stud that we used to be.
No,
No,
And
I'm
when
not.
I'm
Well, no,
No.
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 When you look at clothes, your initial thought is, "Oh, hey, I wore something similar to that. I looked good." It doesn't look good on you anymore because your body type is
No.
different now.
You're like, hey, is that Cavaricci's? I used to look
Yeah.
great in those.
Yes.
okay.
Well,
Okay, dude,
here-
I wear cardigans.
oh, I
Okay.
love cars.
I wear
But
fucking cardigans, and I keep a few Werthers in the left pocket.
Right.
I'm
But Vincent,
fucking old.
but
Okay.
Vincent, you understand what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your body
Are
type
you
from
going to
20
start
years
busting out?
ago.
Are you going to start? You going to start busting out in the "It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood" in a second?
He probably will be.
Curious.
Once he gets to slip on shoes. Which he
Oh,
probably
I
owns 2
love
pairs of.
slip-on shoes.
But but yeah, it's something to consider because I don't know if everyone else has this way. There are times when we think of ourselves, we are still in our prime physique. We're still in our 20, 25,
True story.
30-year-old body, especially in my instance where I was an athlete up until I was 40. My athletic ass that was 6'1", 195 pounds is not my fat ass right now that's 6'1", 240. The clothes do not fit the same way. And I needed to change some of the clothing choices that if I'm going to make myself presentable in social environments. And it's a hard lesson for guys because we're not brought up like that.
Yeah.
Jeff, we've seen your hair. Just put on a wizard robe. You'll be fine.
Well, and
I
we
have one.
we are also the worst, especially if you are an active young person. We're the worst at admitting we can't do stuff anymore.
Mhm.
I'm horrible at it. I'm horrible at it. I'm still like, oh no, I could go skate right now if I had to. I've had 7 knee surgeries and I just had a hip surgery in July. The last thing I should be near is ice.
You still think you can do it?
But I still think I can do it.
100%.
Before my hip surgery, I had a torn labrum in my hip and it was really, really torn. And I skated with my kids at a birthday party 3 months earlier. And my ex-wife, who I get along very, very lovely with, was like, are you out of your damn mind? You had 7 knee surgeries. You're about to have another surgery on your hip, and you're on the ice skating with your kids. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not well. But we do that
Good
with
for
a lot.
you.
Yeah. I think I could suit up tomorrow and go out and only give up 3 goals.
Yeah. Oh no,
Absolutely.
I skated. The first thing I did was skate
try.
and start clearing out the crease, joking around. And for about 8 seconds, I was like, I could probably still do it. And then I went to turn and push, and I was like, all right, maybe not. Maybe that's not going to happen. But
Mhm.
that's just what we do. We just have this odd tendency to not adapt our current lifestyle to the age we're at. We try. Look, I'm a single dude. Like, I live alone.
Woohoo!
In my head, I could still party 7 nights a week. I could still go out till 2 a.m. I could do all of these things, and I have to remind myself that no, you're almost 50-year-old, you fat fuck. Slow down, take your high blood pressure medicine, and have a
I
salad.
love how he says almost 50. Shut the fuck up.
And that mentality fits our fashion sense as well.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So all y'all need to buy a cardigan.
Mm.
Drop a link there,
So-
Vincent.
I've already got the slip-on shoes, so now I just need the cardigan.
I know, right? So we're going to get to tip of the hat, and I know that Sean has to head out soon. Yeah, thank you very much for joining. This was a lot
Quitter.
of fun. You are welcome to stay. I'll let you go first on tip of the hat if you want. You just have to pick someone who played an important role in your life, or mentor, or whoever it is. We can let you go first if you want to do that, or during the intro you can leave. Totally up to you. No worries. But let me. Yeah. So yeah, tip is this segment where we actually give thanks to masculinity and do anyone you want, Sean, if you would like, you're more than welcome to give your tip of the hat for the week.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anyone in my lifestyle, for my first appearance, and I'll say this, it's always going to be my dad. Um, my dad taught me right from wrong, taught me hard work, perseverance. As when he was younger and when he got older. When he got older, my dad had a minor stroke and he had some other issues, and he ended up being a double amputee. And he went to dialysis 3 days a week, and he walked up and down 17 stairs, sometimes in the New England snow, um, with a pair of prosthetics on. And he did that for 7 years. So all the way through his life, he showed me different types. When he was a young cop, and when I was a kid, and he was a cop, he was super strong and could do nothing wrong. We'd go camping. We do all the father son things, and you see your father as this amazing, your hero. My dad's my hero. And then even as he got older, when he was sick and he was breaking down, he still had stuff that he had to persevere through. And to this day, it's always something I think about when I'm having a hard time or I'm lacking motivation to do something or whatever. I'm like, yeah, your old man had 2 sticks attached to his legs and walked up and down the stairs 3 times a week, 17 steep stairs in the ice and snow to go to dialysis, get off your ass and do the dishes. It's like, it's one of those things that, that example that he taught me of never giving up, and always doing it for yourself. We forget to do things, especially guys. We do things for the other people in our life so much that we forget to do it for ourselves. And I'm not saying buy yourself a Corvette or anything like that. It's keep that self-respect for yourself. Keep that, keep yourself grounded, but remember that you have to take care of yourself. You have to do the things that make your life worth living. And he will always be that person to me.
That's cool, man. That's
Well
very
said.
cool.
Well said.
Yeah. Canadian
Hey,
Spider-Man.
Steve, before you go
Yes.
to Canadian Spider-Man, why don't you jump into Wes Cagle and Zelda's tip of the hat?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that right now.
By the way, I appreciate
Um,
I do have to bounce. Thank you so much. This was a pleasure. I hope I get invited back because I absolutely will be here.
oh yeah.
Dude,
Thank you
Well,
very
you're
much
awesome.
for
Great, Sean. Thank
joining.
you.
You're welcome.
excellent.
Take care.
See you, Sean.
All right, so Wes Cagle did a $5 rant. He goes, "My tip of the hat goes to Scott Presler. The man is almost solely responsible for delivering Pennsylvania for the MAGA team this election, and he's not starting work on New Jersey. Oh no, he is now starting work
Yeah.
on New Jersey. Ah, nice. I like that. I like that. And
Big
then
major tip of the hat there.
yeah. And then Zelda did a $2 rant. She said, "My tip of the hat goes to Ricky. It's hard being the beer, the
The beard for the gay guy.
oh, I'm just now reading this, so it's fresh to me. My tip of the hat goes to Ricky. It's hard being the beard for a gay guy. All jokes aside, he's a good, loving man with a great sense of humor that I am glad to love and know." Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Ooh, Ricky, he's a loving man.
What sense of humor? What sense of humor? No. Thank you guys. Again, if you want your tip of the hat to come to be on the show, you can go to Rumble, where we're doing the live show now, and then you can all throughout every episode we do it, you can do that. And yeah, 'cause I like getting people involved. It's pretty cool. It's a way of saying like, you can join us. Canadian Spider-Man, who's your tip of the hat?
I just want to say hello to Andy Masterson, although he's not my tip of the hat. I want to say tip of the hat to one of the guys I just learned about recently in history, World War II history, with the coolest name. His name is Max Spark, and he's famous because he was heavily involved in one of the most influential planes in World War II, and helping to win World War II is the de Havilland Mosquito. And he's this officer pilot from New Zealand who I mean, he did amazing things with this plane. He helped develop it a lot. It's a wooden plane that Britain was able to. The only thing they had available to manufacture it massively was wood, and it was a fast bomber. But it couldn't hold very many bombs, and it wasn't really armed. But it was as fast as a fighter, and no one could catch it. It was amazing. We didn't even put armaments in it at first. It was totally unarmed, and it would only drop 4,000 kilograms, but no one could catch it getting in there. He used it to break uh, several hundred Allied soldiers out of prison. They were going to be executed. He used that to sneak in, blow up with several others, blow up the walls of the prison, and freed them. And kept the guards occupied by flying in like 15, 20 feet off the ground and blowing up and doing a prison break. It was amazing. Yeah, so Max Spark, one of the coolest names in World War II history. Fighter pilot from New Zealand.
That's cool, man. That's pretty cool. Rick.
I think my tip of the hat's gonna have to go to my dad. I don't think I've done him yet. And it needs to happen. Awesome guy, taught me pretty much everything I know about hard work and being a stubborn pain in the ass when I needed to be. And I owe everything I am to him. So that's my tip of the hat this week.
That's pretty cool, man. Jeff.
I'm going to take a different direction in the tip of the hat. Almost every tip of the hat I've listened to or been a part of, we have praised someone who has inspired us. Inspiration doesn't always come from great men. Sometimes inspiration comes from bad men. And I have two tip of the hats this week. My dad and my stepdad. My real dad left when I was 3. Never heard from him again until I was 17 when he was in a car accident and called me at school. My stepdad came into my mom's life when I was 9 or 10 and abused me from the time I was 15 to 18. Now, the tip of the hat goes to them because they inspired me to be infinitely better men than they ever were. Sometimes you can take a negative and make it a positive. You can see other people's failings, other people's absolute evilness and what the fuck moments, and promise yourself that you will never, ever, ever do that to people you love. To the point where I consider myself one of the greatest dads to my son he could ever possibly have known, because I learned what not to do. I never learned what to do through him. Thankfully, I had my grandfather for that. But I learned what not to do. The pain, the suffering, the down moments taught me to never repeat that. So, in an odd way, I want to give a tip of hat to these two guys who were absolute scum of the earth, who married a whore of my mother and created me, who ultimately was a shining beacon to my son. And I am thankful that I got to experience that, because I would not be the man and the dad I am if not for that.
Wow. I do like that. Wow.
Nice.
That does open up my whole tip of the hat now to other people. I do like that. Thank you for sharing, man. That's pretty cool. Vincent.
Yes. My tip of the hat goes to my father, who would have been 85 tomorrow. And like everybody else, well, like most everybody else, he taught me right from wrong, things that are necessary to do when you're a man, things that are optional to do when you're a man. I remember one time he was in the Marine Corps, and when he got out, my grandfather owned a tavern up in New York in Westchester County. And when my dad got out, not long after, my grandfather, he was a bit long in the tooth and too old to run it, so he gave it to my dad, and my dad ran it. And I remember one time, I was hanging out. I was waiting for them to, because my mom worked up there too. And I was waiting for my mom to get off work, and then we'd all go home together. And some guy came in, and he had been drinking, obviously, at another place, came in there and sidled up next to my mom and, started saying, "Hey, baby," coming on to my mom. And my dad's just behind the bar. He's looking at him, keeping an eye on him. And then guy made the move. And I have never seen a man move so fast in my entire fucking life. He cleared the bar, did not even knock over a bar stool on the other side of the bar, grabbed the man by the throat, and actually physically picked him up and walked him out the door and threw him completely across the sidewalk. And it was that day I learned, do not fuck with dad. Ever. And that was like the coolest fucking thing I had ever seen, except when I was in the Army and we were having a combatives demonstration, and this little Asian woman who was like 5'6" just completely wiped the floor with two guys who were over 6 feet. And I was just like, I applauded after that demonstration. I'm like, God damn, that was fucking amazing. And the fucking platoon sergeant was like, sit your ass down.
Speaking of applause, your dad deserves this for that moment you just described.
100%.
Okay.
100%. And Steve,
Yeah.
before you go,
Yes.
can I have one additional addendum?
Okay, Santa.
Addend
Thank you.
away.
Thank you. And this is behalf on our friend and regular Ordy Packard. He
Who is perfect.
Who is perfect in almost every way other than not being me. I know he posted yesterday about missing his dad. And I've heard some of the stories. I know some of the stuff he hasn't mentioned. Ordy loved his dad. And I can see from what he's talked about his dad, how it's influenced him. And the fact that part of the reason he can't be here tonight is because he's taking care of his mom tomorrow morning. So I want to do a group tip of the hat to that family, that
Yeah.
mom, that dad, that son. You can tell sometimes when good parents create good kids, and this triangle is proof of that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty cool. My tip of the hat is someone who I've never actually met. It's Desmond Doss. If anyone doesn't know who he is, he was in the medics during World War II, and they made a movie Hacksaw Ridge. But he was the guy. I think he was like the only person in the military who never used a gun. I think he held a gun once, but never actually fired it. But he used it to help move medics or soldiers who were wounded, both Japanese and American soldiers. And just his determination to do his job. Didn't matter if you're on the enemy side or on your side. It didn't matter. He just looked at everyone equally and was like, you know what? I'm going to help every single one. And I take that as like, when we get older, there's a point where we play this petty game when we're younger and we choose sides and pick and choose and stuff. But as we get older, we kind of get wise in that. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to choose my battles wisely. And I'm not going to pick and choose who to help. As long as they're being good to you, it's, yeah, help them out. But look at it in a way of, this guy helped the enemy who were trying to kill them, and he still helped them. He didn't have to. He just did it in his good nature and what his beliefs were. Like it, I think a lot of guys should learn that. Is, you know what? you see a homeless guy on the street or even a homeless woman, help them out. Like, you never know. Give them, if it's cold outside, go get a blanket. Like, it's those small things go a long way. And to me, that's important. I really do appreciate what he's done. And yeah. But, on that note, this was a fantastic episode. I had no idea how this was going to go because it was going to be a wild card, but it ended up being a really cool episode. Next week we are going to be doing the topic of how to give advice without being insulting. Well, this is going to be fun for me because every time advice I give, sometimes it's always insulting.
Well, shit. I don't know if I can go to that show.
Yeah,
But
I don't even know if I can be a part.
Yeah, Rick's out.
That's going to be a tough one. Yeah.
Maybe we'll choose a different one. We might choose a different one. No, here's one. Why you never insult a friend's girlfriend or family? We'll do that instead. Yes.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, shut up.
I don't have a filter, so that's
yeah.
I'm not good
we'll do that one. That'll be next week. I want to thank Sean for coming on for the first time. Rick, Canadian Spider-Man, Vincent, and Jeff, thank you guys so much for coming on. Next week we will be doing that. Pretty much don't insult your girlfriend's family or friends or whatever. Just don't do it. There is a unwritten rule when it comes to married guys. You don't insult the husband's wife. You just don't. Because yeah, we can go into that also. Christmas, there won't be an episode. There might be a pre-recorded one. We're not sure yet. That'll be on. It'll be like one of the older episodes. But Christmas, that week I give everyone a week off because it's traveling and it's hectic and crazy. I will have a actual Christmas special video coming out soon. So that's in the works. So it might come out next week. And then New Year's Eve. I don't know what it's going to be. A special episode. That's actually New Year's Eve. It's Man-O-Rama. That's going to be pretty cool.
Something on fire.
Yeah. And you don't drink a whole bottle of rum.
No. No.
But I want to thank everyone in the chat, Wes Cagle and Zelda, for the rants. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. And on that note, I always like to let Trump, the president, probably the coolest president in modern history, give the send-off for the show.
And we say bye-bye.
Hail Hydra.
Bye-bye. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.